think I figured it out. So there's a button. You can't push that button. Bad to be pushing that button. Alright, now I got it figured out, guys. What's happening? You guys hear me good now? I bet you can now. What's going on? Hello. Share the scope. We are up and running. What do you think? You like my new, the new MAGA look, huh? You like the new MAGA look, huh? And then you get to wear a mask while you scope. Yeah, this is how stupid people are right now. They're so stupid. Like, hey, this mask will totally save your life. This mask will totally save you from everything that's happening to you. This mask will totally protect you from all that is evil. This mask will totally get you into heaven. Looking good. I try to look good. Man, I am so tan. You guys would not believe how tan. Look how tan my hands are. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the tan I got. Look at that. Look at that. I'm turning brown here in Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. Las Vegas is nice, except I got a really bad cold. Well, not even a cold. It's like allergies. So you can probably hear me sniffling and, you know, my nose, my eyes are leaking like a couple of pipes. But other than that, it's good. I don't dare to go outside today because I got bad allergies to the desert, which is typical, right? Because I changed climates and I've never been around this kind of plant life. And so, unfortunately, I'm going to have to adjust to that too. I saw your picture. Nice tan. Yeah, I'm getting really tan. I'm doing it. My wife keeps me busy and I'm always outside, and so I'm getting pretty tan, although today I didn't go out. Man, yeah, I'm not used to these desert flowers and stuff. It's a new kind of thing. I was like, because usually in like the north I don't get any, because I've been around it my whole life, right? So look at that Trump hat. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? But yeah, usually, you know, in the north I've been around that plant life my whole life, so kind of crazy, right? But yeah, so there's that. What are you guys up to? What's everybody in here up to? I don't even know how many viewers I got. I can't see. It doesn't say. Doesn't say how many viewers that I have. Allergies do suck. Oh my God, do they suck? So it's been quite an interesting week. Quite the interesting week. Did you guys see that General Flynn was exonerated? I think I'm the only person who didn't jump up onto Periscope to claim fame, like all the other idiots. Oh, I told you so. I knew General Flynn would go free anyway. I mean, it was a dismissal case from the start. I said shit 2 years ago he'd be dismissed. 10 on YouTube, nice. Hello, my YouTube friends. But anyway, I knew General Flynn would be cleared. I knew that like 2 years ago. I didn't really spend a whole lot of time being all upset about it. I knew it was going to happen. I never had a case. I said this a long time ago. But of course, all the, I call them digital bums now. All the digital bums ran up onto Periscope and claimed victory. I was like, dude, I knew this was happening 2 years ago. Shit, just think of all that time wasted for all these fools up on Periscope. Will anybody be charged? Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, we don't know, but it would be nice if somebody would be charged. I think that would be great if somebody was charged. How do you like my new layout? You guys like the new layout? Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So I got a new layout going here. It's going to get better and better, but I'm back in the swing of things. It's been a while since I went up onto YouTube. You know, most of it's been Periscope and, you know, driving and stuff like that. This is my first on-camera appearance in over a year, my friends. Like a real camera appearance. Crazy, right? So I haven't been on Periscope or YouTube in a long time on video camera. I don't really like video camera anyway, but I think I'm going to start doing it more because I think it's fun. So I think I'll start doing that more, just to piss off all the people that hate me, because there's plenty of them. And I know their panties get up in a bunch when I come back around. So that's always fun. And I miss platforming a little bit anyway, so I'd like to get back into platforming. So that would be pretty fun. So there's a story circulating the net about two white guys killed a black guy, and now they're finding videos of the black guy was breaking into like places, and they got him on video. I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's probably going to change to manslaughter quick, because come to find out he was breaking into places, and so we're going to find out what's going to happen with that. That's going to get crazy. But they arrested the two guys. I mean, they shouldn't have killed them. I mean, well, I tell you, you can rob a bank a million suspects. You know, that's crazy, right? This whole mask thing. It's kind of crazy because, yeah, nobody knows who you are. I mean, literally, you're like, hey, look at me, I'm wearing a mask. But in 2019, who would have thought wearing a mask in public with sunglasses was an okay thing to do? I mean, you can literally walk into the bank now and do your banking with a mask on, you know. And they're like, can I see your ID? Sure, here's my ID. You don't need to see what I look like. How crazy is that? People could just be handing out other people's IDs and they'd never know, because how are you going to prove who it is under the mask? You can't. I mean, yeah, I mean, if it's a girl to a guy or a guy to a girl, you could probably question the whole deal, but they say I walked into a bank and said I was Joe Blow from Idaho. When I had that person's ID with their bank card, I could totally, like, holy shit, do whatever I wanted. And just think, you can go up to an ATM with a mask on, you can, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? Crazy shit. But, you know, this coronavirus stuff is straight up ridiculous. So, I went to Best Buy today and, for a minute, because I wanted to see about getting something. So I went out to Best Buy real quick. And them fuckers are running a racket. Best Buy and other places, you can only buy the stuff online, even if they're allowing retail stores to open up, because Best Buy's, of course, they're price gouging online, which isn't very cool, but they think they're going to get away with it. Yeah, the whole thing has gone to a bizarre point. Here in Vegas, they're opening 50% capacity, but we'll see what happens. So they're at 50 right now. I'm hoping that they pick up. At casinos, you're going to be, I think it's like half the people can be in there that usually could, and there's only going to be like 3 to 5 people allowed at each table where they gamble and stuff. So it's going to be weird, right? But I can see the casinos probably putting in more tables. They'll get around it. I've already figured out how they could do it. They just put in more tables. So if they can only have 4 people at a poker table, they could just make 6 or 7 tables. But let's face it, usually there's 7, 8 people playing poker, 4 people. It's probably not going to be much fun for the guys that play poker, because they're probably used to bigger pots and more people playing, more of a challenge for them, and they're not going to get that challenge that they usually get. So I don't see that being very cool or fun for long. So there's always that. So crazy. What else is going on in America? Let's take a look around. Not a lot. It's kind of a dull weekend, right? Not a lot going on. You got this ballot mail voting that they want to pass. You know, I got the perfect solution to the problem for both parties. Voter ID. Very simple. Vote by your identification online, where you have to upload your ID. 1 vote per ID. If you really want to have voting, you don't even need to have mail-in voting. You just vote online by ID. Without ID, you can't vote. That solves the whole problem. But you know how they're never going to get voter ID. They're never going to pass voter ID. They stay right away from voter ID, because they say it disenfranchises the voter. But really, would it disenfranchise the voter? Absolutely not. It's crazy that they wouldn't put voter ID out at this point. You know, they're handing checks out by Social Security number, right? So they're handing checks out by Social Security number. Why can't they hand out votes by ID? like social security numbers or something like that. That way they can count each vote. Crazy that they're still playing this game, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. What time is it on the East Coast? About 10 o'clock, right? 10:18, I think. It's 3 hours ahead. Yeah, 10:18. So I went live when other people went live. I don't care. I'm my own guy. There's so many people scoping. You've got to go live when you want to go live. That's all there is to it. So I go live when I want. I do what I want to do. What the hell is with the mandatory vaccine? I'll never get it. I'll never do it. I'll never submit to it. Mandatory vaccine, they can't make you take that. Understand this. They cannot make you take a mandatory vaccine. It's against your constitutional rights. You could refuse that vaccine and you can take it all the way to the Supreme Court and they'll throw it out. So if they're trying to ruckus you with a mandatory vaccine, tell them thank you, but no thank you. Take it to court. And it will be shot down in the Supreme Court within no time at all. I wouldn't even worry about. So the whole mandatory vaccine, that's a joke. Governor of Louisiana gonna extend order. Of course he is. He's a Democrat, friend. All these Democratic dude. Listen, this is a field day for the Democrats. We all know this. So all these Democratic governors are gonna be like, oh, boogeyman, 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 and they're gonna keep extending it because they want to disenfranchise every American that lives in their state so that they have hopes that Americans will vote against the Republican Party. It's the biggest scam running. It makes more sense for them to do that in order to try to win the voter base. I don't see Democratic states lightening up anytime soon. I would say they probably are going to try to push it to the end of July, with the lockdowns. That way August, September, October, November comes along around, everybody's voting. So what they want to do is put it up to the 3-month benchmark. They also want to crash the economy. It's no secret. They've already begun crashing the economy. Will it bounce back? I hope so, but they've already begun to. But if you're living in one of them Democratic states, yeah, you like that look? Yeah, you like my mask? If you're living in one of them Democratic states, move. Get yourself to a Republican state or to a Democratic state that's opening up. There are some Democratic states that are opening up that care about their states more than the populist DNC agenda. So I don't want to sit there and put the blame on all the Democrats because there are some that realize that, without the revenue, they can't run these states. So, it's a give and take situation. Like we got Sisolak, he's a moron, but at least he's trying to open it up and he's trying to open up the state and trying to make it better for everybody around us. So, Sisolak, although he's a goofball, but at least he's opening it a little bit. I can't move. I'm a caregiver for my 86-year-old dad. Absolutely, and I get your point, and that's sad. I'll pray for you and your dad and that your state opens up. If you got a 401k and you're watching, your monies, make sure you're watching the stock market closely. Why would that do that? That would be weird. So make sure you're watching your stock market and make sure you're watching the trades at the beginning of the day. And if you have to, keep your trader right close handy to you, and if it gets chaos, you can always start selling really quick. But that's a chance you take with the stock market, right? I mean, it's like Russian roulette. I mean, it really is, And every day that this goes on, there's a chance the stock market will collapse. I thought it was going to collapse with the airlines. Knock on wood, it didn't. But when I saw Buffett getting ready to sell all those stocks, that had people worried. I don't know what the stock market outlook is at this weekend. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but we'll keep watching those numbers. Here in Florida, our county Broward is holding up the Rio. Well, why the mask? I thought it would be funny because it's so stupid, right? So I put on a mask to just show the stupidity of it. I don't need a mask, but I thought it would be funny. I could take it off, but my nose is running really bad, so it's actually stopping you guys from watching my nose run like a sieve. But anyway, listen, it's getting crazier by the day. It's getting crazier by the day, and a lot. And let me tell you, this Flocky guy's a clown. Every model and everything. If I pull out my money, they will tax. Oh, of course they'll tax you. Any 401k or pension, they'll tax the shit out of it. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you can't stop that. The government's going to take their cut. That's their hope. They want their money. But what are you going to do? I mean, these are the chances you got to take. You know, I'm worried about the housing market as well. The housing market, you know, is just going to be oh man, you don't even know what's coming for that. So we got a lot of problems coming, but it all depends if, you know, these governors can get these economies restarted. I mean, we're looking at, you know, 25% of the workforce, even though places are reopening, they're still going to be out of work. They're still not going to have the money that they need. So that's going to be a serious situation in the coming weeks, is the overall, you know, stock market, you know, the workers, you know, I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be chaos for another 2 months, at least. I don't see it easing up at all. It's gonna be 2 months of chaos. You know, there's a lot of people that are gonna be out of work quick, and that's sad. But you know, we gotta hang on. We gotta hang on. What else can we do? As Trump supporters, we can't do much more than that. You know, it's not Trump's fault. You know, he's not the one saying keep it closed, don't let anybody out. So it's not his fault. It's these Democratic governors who refuse to budge over, you know, a cold. You know, if you look at the two temporary hospitals that the Navy brought in, they're gone. The temporary hospitals that they were building in certain spots are being ripped down. So they're finding out that the overall charts that they use, the graphs, the models, were way off base. They actually over projected the amount of deaths that would come from it. So that's good. Maybe the lawsuits will break up the Dem lockdown. Well, I think it's going to take lawsuits. It's going to, you know, I think it's going to take, especially in these strongholds like Michigan, and a couple other places where they're, you know, pretty much out of hand. They're going to have to file some massive lawsuits, you know, and is what it is. They're going to have to do that. Crazy as it sounds, but we have to vote for Trump come November. Absolutely, every person should vote for Trump. If you're a Republican, you know, you should be voting for Trump. So, you know, but face it, Trump voters are going to vote for Trump. Trump's going to need more voters, though. There's going to be a lot of Democrats that didn't vote in the last election come running around the corner and try to get back on top of the race. So, you know, you got to watch places like Florida, Illinois, California, places like that where there's going to be a big surge of Democrats. The new fear is kids getting a coronavirus-related Kawasaki disease sickness from rats. You know what? I mean, the CDC needs to, they should shut it down. The CDC is out of control. I mean, kids aren't worrying about Kawasaki rats. You know, the kids want to go back outside. The kids want to get back, you know, to doing what they like to do. And, you know, the longer they keep this going, you know, they'll find a boogeyman. Last week was murder hornets, right? So these big hornets were going to come in and fly in and shoom everybody, you know. So we had all these murder hornets, you know. Oh, the murder hornets are coming. Oh, the murder hornets are coming. So we had that. So that didn't work out because the praying mantis would eat the murder hornets quicker than they could land. And, you know, that was shot down. So now they got to try it something new, and you know the Kawasaki disease, you know, is stupid. It's just another thing they're using. It's a scare tactic. You know, keep your kids inside. Don't enjoy enjoy your summer. Your child may get coronavirus something plus. Stay inside. Stay inside. That's the new theme. Okay, so I got some. As of Friday, 73 kids in New York have been hospitalized with symptoms that mirror the real life-threatening. This is every parent's Governor Andrew Cuomo said in a press briefing on the death of a 5-year-old New Yorker on Thursday. Well, what did the 5-year-old have? I'm sure the 5-year-old had some pre-existing condition. But listen, this is all out of hand, guys. They are making diseases. I'm starting to think this is, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist by heart. I'm really not. I'm starting to think this is a goddamn conspiracy. Because every time we're lowing numbers, all of a sudden they're coming out with a boogeyman. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm starting to think there's something going on here. Where every time we start to rebound, along comes some new mysterious Kawasaki disease, a rare childhood illness, is a potentially fatal diagnosis that caused the walls of the blood vessels in the body to become inflamed. You know, it's like boogeyman syndrome. You know, what the heck is going on? What? It's ridiculous. Oh, New York City is loaded with rats. That's right. You know, what do you think of? You know, it's a big city. Of course they're gonna. Kawasaki means something else in Spain. I'm sick of hearing about all of these. Like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but man, it's something's not adding up, guys. Something is deeply wrong with all of this mess. Whether it be coronavirus, the murder hornets, now Captain Kawasaki disease. I'm just gonna already named it Captain Kawasaki disease. Just one thing after another. I think it's a sham too. I think it's a sham on the American people. I can't believe it anymore. I'm just like, I don't even wear my mask outside anymore. It's utterly stupid to wear a mask. Like, you go to Walmart, there's 10,000 people in there. I'm not kidding. Like, there's so many people in Walmart. If they were really scared of a disease, they would have shut Walmart down and loaded your fucking food in your car. Not let everybody up in there. I'm not kidding. And Walmart's got more people than I can count that walk in there. It's a damn conspiracy against the American people, brought on by the corporations. The corporations. Think about Walmart's profits. I would love to look at Walmart's profits for the months of March and April, because I guarantee they have the most insane profits in all of America. You know, when I went in, I was like, Walmart the other day, I'm like, where is everything? Like, all their TVs were sold. All their computer equipment was sold. You know, all jewelry was all sold. I mean, literally, people buying shit everywhere because the government gave everybody $1,200 checks, right? So everybody went, oh my God, I gotta get over to Walmart and get me some stuff. And they bought everything. They cleaned it all out. And the manufacturers, man, when the manufacturers come back up online, they're gonna have a field day selling all this shit back to Walmart. They're gonna be like, Walmart. You know, so it's crazy. And think about the return lines when this is over at Walmart. If you have anything to return at Walmart, you might want to wait till about, I don't know, August, September to take it back, because, I mean, there's going to be lines going out the door to take back their shit. I wish I had a Kawasaki. They make fun of on two wheels. I love them. My husband is 83 and hasn't stayed home one day yet. Out and about. Here's this. No checks yet for us. Well, you know, you got to live your life, man. I've been out and about every day, too. I'm still here. You know, I mean, that's just it. You got to enjoy your life. You gotta get out of the house. You know why the digital bums love this? Because they've been in their houses for like 5 years. I call them the digital bums now. But you know, it's good to be back, guys. It really is, and we're gonna scope hard. We're gonna scope hard because I got. Look at the setup I got going, guys. It's utterly amazing. It's utterly amazing. So it's good to be back. I've missed everybody. I've been so busy working and I got married. It's been really good. It's been really good. My wife is the most beautiful woman on the planet. Isn't that right, wife?
Yes, I am.
Yes, dear. So I have a most beautiful wife. My life is great now. But it's good to be back, guys. It really is. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming, a lot more social media content. I'm gonna, going to be coming back full force. But looks good. Yeah, man. The setup is going to be awesome. And the funniest part, guys, is this, right? Because I can take all this shit off, right? So let's take it off. But it's good to be back, boys and girls. I've been gone a long time. It's good to be back. Yeah, Sandra's right behind the screen here, and oh, my nose is killing me. I got these allergies. But Zero, you were awesome in 2016, Alarcy. Congrats on your marriage. Thank you, thank you. I was awesome in the 2016. You haven't seen nothing yet. 2020 is going to be off the hook. It's going to be absolutely off the hook. We're going to do things that are going to re-energize the base, sort of say. I've noticed the base has kind of been a little slumpy. You know, uh, let's face it, the information superhighway is been tapped. It's been tapped. All of this Flynn, Russiagate, Flynn, Russiagate, Flynn, Russiagate. God bless Flynn. He's now free. But it's time to move on, kids. We've got better things to do, bigger elections to win. We got to worry about the Senate. We got to worry about the presidency. We've got to worry about, keeping the Republican Party intact. I mean, these are absolute things we must worry about. The days of Russiagate and all of that shit are over. It's over. It's done. If they charge people, golf clap. If they don't, oh well. I'm ready to move on. I've been high tide. I've been stuck in this for a long time because most people know me. I was around in 2016. It's been a long time for me. Some of these new cats, they didn't come around till 2018, 2019. But I've been here a long time, longer than anybody. So, two causes low energy. Well, I think the coronavirus causes stupidity. I don't even, when we switch over from Russia, and the Flynn and all of that, you're going to find that these people who have been talking to you for over, 4 or 5 years, they're not going to have much to talk about. They're not intelligent people. They're not intelligent people. And the only thing that they run on stale talking points, I mean, it's popular talking points, but those talking points are going to end. They're going to be done. They're not going to be here anymore. And we're going to have to find a way to propel Republican politics beyond the Russiagate, Flynn, this, that, and another thing. We're going to have to go beyond that because, as they say, every book has an ending. And we're at that ending, especially with the Russia and Flynn cases. They're coming to an end. I mean, they're going to release some documents in the coming weeks, and that's going to be the end of it. And I think people have to finally find a way. Oh, you did it. So Sandra just came on camera for a minute. It was cute as heck. But, so cute. Anyway, but we got to get back onto the point of GOP talking points. We've got to get back to the basics of what we need to do. That was cute.
I want to see what it looked like on the other side.
Oh, you want to see what I look like in the studio end of things?
Yeah.
So Sandra come walking over, and then she's like, "Oh my God, I'm on camera," and then she goes, "Run and see." You never know what's going to happen when I'm scoping. So we're going to start getting back to basics, getting back to the point where we need. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. That's awesome. Later on in the week, I'm going to be firing back up my Facebook page. You know what's funny is that I haven't been banned on YouTube or Facebook, but she sounds precious. She is. My wife is my partner in life, the most beautiful person. That's why I married her. I'd marry her 100 times over. Isn't that right, Sandy Dandy? Yeah, that's right. I didn't see her. Yeah, she was on there for a minute. She was on there for a minute, and then she went running. So, yeah, she's a button. It takes time with Mr. Barr to get it right. Well, I think they gotta let it run its course. You know, you got Durham doing that investigation, and I said that Durham investigation is gonna take time. As much as people hate it, it's gonna take time. Whether any criminal charges come from it, I don't know, but I could take it day by day. And your guess is as good as mine. How do I find you on YouTube? It's right on my Twitter account. I tweeted it out. But you know, it's going to take time for the Durham thing to, you know, come to a conclusion. The person I think that's going to get caught up in it, and I really do, I've always thought this would be Peter Strzok. I think is the person that's probably, if any crimes were committed, he's going to be the one that gets charged with, you know, doing some hocus pocus there at the FBI. I've always thought Peter Strzok is the ball guy. Yet to see if that happens, but you know, we will find out at a later date what happens with Peter Strzok, and it's very telling what's going to happen with Peter Strzok. So time will tell, my friends. But anyway, how long we've been live here now? Let's take a look on it. About 37 minutes. I want to keep it down to about an hour show, so we can chat for a little while, for another 20 minutes or so, and see what's up with everybody. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. I know I'm scoping at these so-called defenders of the rights scoping hours, so oops. I don't really care. I'm going to scope when I want to scope, and that's going to be the end of that. I'm not in. Who, Manafort? Yeah, Manafort's still in jail. I know Manafort had asked to be let out, and but he was told no. But if you're a rapper who was in a gang and linked to some murders, they'll let you out. I know they let out 69 or whatever the hell his name is. Takakashi 9, I whatever, fucking that Mexican Chinese rapper. I don't know his name, but they let him out. Ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. So they let him free. I see they let Michael Cohen out of prison. He, that mutton head's gonna be goofing, all over the scenes, so I'll have to deal with him. So, yeah. Let's see. What did you say there? Trying to see. It takes a minute for my things to go through here. So there is an LOL. I see that. So yeah, what the fuck? So Cohen got out. Who else got out? They let out quite a few people. They really did. They let out pedophiles. They let out people that consider turning down your video settings or using a fast-ring code. Okay, I'll think about that. Or how about I just buy a better video card in a few weeks? It'll work too, right? But it's crazy stuff. It's nuts what's going on out there right now. They're arresting people for 87-year-old barber gets arrested because he opened his barber shop, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy what's going on in this country right now. Letting out all these criminals and locking up people who never committed a crime in their life doesn't make sense. But these Democrats, man, are something else. It's crazy. Never see anything like it. But it's what it is, right, guys? So they can arrest law-abiding citizens who won't wear a mask. I'm guaranteeing that's what it's going to be. I'm guaranteeing it. There's, I know Costco is now doing that. Bet they did not let out Michael Wright. I bet you they didn't either. I bet they didn't let a lot of people out. Who's that other guy? Bernie Madoff. I'm sure they didn't let him out. I'm sure they didn't let out one person that was politically connected. So I heard through the grapevine. This is interesting too.
Let up Weinstein ones, right?
Yeah. So I heard through the grapevine that Roger Stone's case is going to be dismissed. How true that is, I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing through the grapevine. We'll find out. It would be surprising to see if they let Roger Stone off. I mean, there's no case against him either. I mean, they some idiot DMing back and forth. What's your take on 5G? 5G is harmless. It's a stupid conspiracy theory. 5G is going to be just fine. I would not worry about that one bit. If you're worried about 5G, then you should have probably been worrying about 4G when that came around. So it's just
It's gonna have so much more capability.
it's going to have more capability. Absolutely, 5G is going to be great. I mean, I hope so. He did nothing wrong. Me too. He didn't do nothing wrong. I'm a big Roger Stone advocate. I mean, he's better than most of these guys out here. The thing of this is, all this right-wing protesting, and I wish we'd never gotten involved in that. We got to the point where the Republicans started protesting, and I find it stupid. I find Republicans protesting stupid because it kind of counters the message. That's a radical left agenda with protesting and going to Antifa riots and things like. So I'm hoping the Republican Party gets back to a base of normalcy, where we talk about politics, because we're based on a party of fiscal responsibility, conservative values, right to life. Those are the things that the Republican Party is supposed to be known for, not going out and protesting and this and that and all this other hocus pocus baloney that's going on out there. So I hope to see that change too. It's kind of, tampered my mood in politics a little bit with some of the protesting, because I think it doesn't do anything. The way you get something done is by going to the voting booth. That's the only thing that solves anything. Is actually, you notice I'm getting pretty gray. Look at that, I'm graying right out. Yeah, turning into a white knight, my friends. 2A, absolutely. Second Amendment's the most important thing in this country besides the First Amendment. 1A. Should Mr. Wick eat this? Well, let's talk about Adam Gingrich for a minute. He's another guy. I mean, remember him saying that, General Flynn was guilty, and, that he was going to go to prison and this and this and this. And I was just like, the dude's an idiot, and by General Flynn's case getting dismissed, it shows that Adam Gingrich really never had any clout in Washington, D.C. He was just speaking off his cuff, like most of them do. Let's face it, most of these periscopers out there, they don't have contacts, guys. They're making shit up, and I've said this time and time again. If you're that fucking important, why would you be sitting on Periscope? Wouldn't you be up on a news channel if you actually had those kind of contacts? Wouldn't you actually be working for a major outlet or a major backer? You wouldn't be begging for PayPal on fucking social media if you actually had these kind of contacts. That's all I'm saying. And, we watch it time and time again, and we see these guys with their intel, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. And then when they've guessed right, they get on, look, I told you so. Well, we already knew Flynn was going to go free. You didn't have to tell me anything. I always knew. Why, I mean, come on. You always knew Flynn was going to go free. They didn't have any intel. They just used common fucking sense. And that's what, most of us do. So, it's like, come on. We're living in the age where people are tricksters. They're tricksters, and they want to trick you. And the reason they want to trick you is because they want to be popular, and they want a huge following. They want 100,000, 200,000 followers. I'm telling you, guys, I've been there. I've had 200,000 followers, and it's no different than having 700 followers. Director Mike, he's another one with his fucking intel sources. James knows I don't like him. There's no secret there. I don't care for the guy. The guy's lying through his teeth on a weekly basis. But what can you do? If idiots want to run in there and listen to dummies claim that they're going to meet with the DOJ, then I don't know what to tell you. They're just too stupid to know better, or they're just that dumb. But they've been doing that trick and flick for the last year, but they'll never reveal a source. Here, this is the thing I'm talking about. When it comes to Director Mike, I didn't want to bring it up tonight, but since somebody brought it up, I really don't care. All of that time that Director Mike was on, did he ever once show anybody any footage of them in the field chasing illegal immigrants? Did they ever release any photos of them in the field chasing illegal immigrants? Did they ever release one time them detaining illegal immigrants? Did they ever release one time them meeting with somebody at the DOJ, whether it be on video, phone call, picture, you know, on and on and on and on and on? Has it ever happened in the history of their periscopes? I will give you the answer in a quick 1 second spree. No, 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 no. It's never happened. So, you're watching fantasy. It's all fantasy. If you watch them, say, hey, dude, give me some proof. Show me something. Show me something. And the other event, him too. All of them. All of them. I mean, listen, anything that surrounds all of these guys is propelled bullshit in the realm of the Republican Party these days. I don't pay no mind to it. I love James. He's like a brother to me, but it is what it is. He wants to go in that direction. I can't find myself going in that direction, and I say hi to him once in a while, but it kind of ruined our friendship in a way because it's what it is. He's hanging out with fucking doobly doogies. What can I do? I can't force him not promote some lying, larping piece of shit. I can't tell him, hell, that's his business, but I'm not going to hate him for it. You got Praying Mantis. We all remember Praying Mantis. I mean, is he even still around? Even social media has its CNNs. Of course, we have our own CNNs. That's people like that. Those are our CNNs. If you think fake news is just one-sided, it's not. We have them in our party. And it's always going to be there. And unfortunately, the smart will figure out that it's a lie. The morons, the stupid, the idiots won't be able to figure it out. They'll just roll with it. Be like, okay, I totally believe you. Please never show me proof in your life. Listen, half of Twitter lives in some make-believe Mr. Rogers neighborhood somewhere. It's the way it is. But hey, at least they vote Republican, but they do live in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. And they come around every once in a while. I don't care about the Q followers now. I love Q followers. Fuck it, follow me, Q people. Long live QAnon, I guess. But, and where's Q? I don't even care about Q anymore. I'm just like, love all the QAnon followers. Fuck it. You got a point where it's just so old, you just don't even care. I just don't care anymore about the whole Q shit, about none of that. The Q followers are harmless, but people like Dave and all of them, yeah, we know what they are. We know what they are. We know what they're doing. But what can we do about it? It is what it is. We got bigger shit to worry about. We got to get Trump reelected, so that's why I don't worry about the QAnon shit. You'll never see me. Hold on a minute. I'm drinking out of my Adam Gingrich Dixie cup. So everybody liked that, I'm sure. So I got a Dixie cup tonight in honor of Adam's General Flynn fuck-ups. So anyway, but is what it is. You're right. At least they are Trump followers. That's what I say. At least they follow Trump. That's one of the biggest takeaways here, is that they actually follow Trump. So that's good. But hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But yeah, the digital bums, I'm not so much a fan of. I'm just like, whatever. They can do what they want to do. But I thought Glenn would get a kick out of my Adam Gingrich Flynn Dixie cup. So Adam, did he eat his hat yet? Anybody know? Did Adam chomp on that thing yet? Did he eat his hat? Did he eat his hat? I doubt it. That guy will never admit to being wrong. He's kind of a big man baby when it comes to that shit anyway. I'm so glad Glenn got away from it. I was like, because Glenn's too smart to be hanging out with him anyway. Glenn should have had his own show a long time ago. I told Glenn, even when me and Glenn and all of them were going at it, are you drinking White Claw? No, I'm actually drinking Cherry Dr. Pepper, my friends. Cherry Dr. Pepper's the best shit ever. I love cherry Dr Pepper. It's one of my one of my one of my vices. If I see it, I can't resist it. Yeah, I do not know. He blocked me too, dude. Adam Gingrich hates me, which is okay because I don't like him much either. I can live with it. I can live with an Adam Gingrich block. I don't know about you guys, but he's never really been that relevant anyway. I see Bill Mitchell pulled through his blood clot, which is good. Which is good. So that's good. But yeah, good drink. I think it's a good drink. I love cherry Dr Pepper. Best shit. It's the best shit. But what else is going on? I'm at 52-minute mark, kids. I'm gonna get popular again. It's gonna happen. As people see I'm scoping, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, he was alive!" And they're gonna come running in to watch it and see what I had to talk about. What makes me different than a lot of people though is that I can actually talk to people, interact with people. See, none of these other periscopers can do what I do. They can't talk to people while they periscope. They can't keep focus, whereas I can keep focus. I can watch everything go on, and it's hard for people. Cherry Dr Pepper, best shit ever. I'm not kidding. Vapor Bat Records, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen that name in a long time. Good to see you. But listen, we're gonna get on task here. The Republican Party is gonna be fine. We gotta focus, man. We really gotta focus. This coronavirus is gonna end. It's gonna come to a yeah, just booting up. They will. Oh yeah, you get a lot of replay viewers. Always. People find out I was on, and then they go, "Oh, Zero was on. Oh my God!" And they come retweeted one of your tweets, and Dan Bongino blocked me. Thought I was funny. Dan Bongino is a baby crier. He's another baby crier. Listen, I get banned from more fellow Republicans for disagreeing with them. That's how you can tell a broke back bitch in the Republican Party, by the way, is when they block you. Dan Bongino blocked me for asking a question. I didn't attack him, didn't attack his family. It wasn't a personal attack. It was a question about Republican politics. And he blocked me like a bitch. And I was like, wow, Bongino really is a bitch. I didn't even care. I was just like, whatever, Bongino, you're just a bitch. Because these guys on the right, they think they're so fucking popular. I was in the peak with Thurmans and I did steroids. Oh, fuck that guy. I mean, really, I really don't care. Block me. Bye, bitch. And, guys like that are a dime a fucking dozen. He's just another fucking loudmouth speaker. I really don't care about Bongino, but he got mad and, yeah, but Bongino's a bitch. He blocks like a bitch, Yeah, he does block anyone in question because he's Bongino the bitch, I got nicknames for all these guys. So, your quest for the evening is go on Bongino's timeline and reply to him and say, Zeros calls you Bongino the bitch. And he'll block you. But it'll be really funny when he fucking melts down about it. Because it's what he does. Bongino's a cuck. Bongino's kind of a cuck. He tries to play off this alpha persona. But, when somebody says something to him, he gets his panties all up in a fucking bunch and runs down the street crying like a girl. That's why I love these guys who are like, I'm so alpha based. And then the minute you go, hey, you said this about this Republican issue, and I have a question about it because I kind of disagree with you. I'm blocking you. And then they run down the street with his panties in a bunch. But fucking, I was glad to be done with him too. His shit was getting stupid too. So I was like, whatever, guy, bye. See, that's the difference between me and them. Dude, criticize me. I don't care. But they all they care about, and this is what I'm telling you, people with a lot of followers only care about their popularity. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the issues. They don't care about who they're voting for. The only thing that they care about is the popularity that they carry and how many retweets they get and how many likes they get. I don't know how many big accounts I've seen, and this is what they do once a month. They go, oh, look, I've got 10 million views with 700,000 likes on the analytics. I had a great month. Really, dude. Really. Shut the fuck up about your 10 million views. You know, I mean, in the height of 2016, I was out doing all of them. And I didn't even have a platform at the time. I only had a Twitter account. I had no video. I had no, aspiration to be on video. I had none of that. I was just a guy tweeting. And I would fucking smoke them all over the yard. And I never had to claim fame about it. I just did it. They only care about the prestige and the power and the fame and how much they can sell their stupid shit for. Every one of them either sells a vitamin or a pair of underwear or whatever the fuck they're selling this month. I don't know. But yeah, that's about the size of what's going on with all those guys selling their stupid shit. But, it is what it is. You guys like my Trump ad? Let me see a move, Trump. But I'm a different Republican too. There's a lot of us like me that think about Republican politics in a different way that other people do, and you guys that come in here get that. But there's so many that don't because they're too groupie. That's the problem. Groupies. I call them groupies. So in the Republican Party, you have people who follow people, and they're constant groupies. Groupie, 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 and it's like really. You got to be a groupie, really. That's the problem with Republican politics. People will often block people on other people's timelines because, Teddy didn't like what Joe said, so we must all block Joe because Teddy said that Joe was being mean to him and said something really bad. So everybody, all my friends, come and block him quickly because we're fucking pussies and fucking assholes. So that's what we're doing. We're all gonna fucking block Joe, okay? That's what they do. It's totally what they do. They have a big crybaby fest and fucking block them quick. Get with their guys. Because, you might retweet him. I mean, fucking clowns. Fucking clowns, I'll tell you what. But yeah, so there's that. What else has happened? We're at 58 minutes, kids. It's good to be back, boys and girls. It's like grade school. It is. Twitter is like a fucking schoolyard. We should wear Make America Great masks and see if they will allow us in the big box stores. It's a good idea. It really is. It's a really, really good idea. The other day, the funniest thing I was doing was me and my wife were at Walmart, and they had aisles, and you could go up an aisle. There's an arrow to go up, and if you got to the end of the aisle, it would say you can't enter. So we would turn around right before we got to the end of the aisle and walk back down it, and we were like, we were having fun with it, going back and forth. It was just, hey, it's good to be back, my friends. It really is, man. It's a long road, to get where you want to go. I mean, I wish I had made the move to Las Vegas a long time ago. I really do. I'm telling you guys, I've never been so happy as to when I got married to my beautiful wife who's sitting over there. What are you doing? Your nails, sweetheart?
Yeah.
So she's doing her nail. This woman is a godsend. I'm telling you guys. I got blessed. I hit the jackpot. I couldn't ask for a better wife than this lady over here. But, everything's going really good for me. I got a good job. I got an awesome wife. I'm really blessed. There's a lot of people out there that can't work through this, and I've been able to maintain. Thanks to a good friend of mine who has helped me out so much, and I can never repay this awesome guy I know. I mean, he did so much for me. I can't even begin to tell you what a blessing that it was. And God works in mysterious ways, but he's just my best friend in the world now, and he's a really good guy, and he's helped me out quite a bit, and I won't ever forget what he did for me. He gave me a job, he gave me everything I needed so that I can, support me and my wife, because my wife is a worker too, and she's worked in Vegas for years, but because of Corona, she can't work out, so, it's blessed be that I actually, was able to, have a good way to support us. And shit, what else can you ask for in life? As long as you can put food on the table, a roof over your head, and food in your stomach. I mean, that's what you need, right? A job, roof, food. Sustain your life. And that's the most important thing. Look at that. We got a moth in here. But it's going good. It's going good. I'm happy. She's happy. We're happy. But that's about it. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in. We're at the 1 hour and 1 minute mark. We're going to do another scope tomorrow night. We're going to come live tomorrow night. We'll figure out what we're going to talk about. When will the casinos open? And they're opening next week, as far as I know, 15th, right? 15th? 15th, I believe. 15th or the 18th. I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow night. I'll look it up. God bless each and every one of you, and God love all of you. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow night. I'll be live again about the same time. I think it'll be 7 o'clock Pacific. That is 10 o'clock Eastern. So 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern will be the scope hours every night. I think I'm just going to do it every night. Okay? So I'm back. We're going to look up some good stuff. I'm going to be digging the interwebs, and we're going to do a bunch of good shit. So peace out, my friends. I love you all, and remember, vote for Trump. It's the most important thing. Good night, and God bless.